Get into it. My name is Shivani Dave. That is Dave, but spelled like Dave. Yeah, you guys know how many times I have written an email and I get a response. Thanks, Dave. It's crazy. Some white dude just got credit for all the work an Indian chick did. Way to go, Dave. Where are my Daves at? I see like 10 of you that look like one. Yeah? Sorry, buddy. What's your name? Same shit, right? Same exact shit. I'm so sorry, Jeff. But Jeff, do you know in the Fortune 500, there are more CEOs named Dave than actual female CEOs? Oh, wow. You're like, thank God I'm a Jeff right now. Yeah. Isn't that kind of fucked up? Just one name has a higher success rate than an entire gender. It's like, all right, I guess being confused for a white male named Dave gives me a leg up on the next Indian bitch, then fuck it, call me Dave. Guys, like, help me out here. Why am I being confused for white dudes? I was doing some comedy in San Francisco. I get in my Uber to go to the show. Uber driver gets to know I'm doing comedy. He says, you know, you remind me of someone. Ray Romano. And what is it, guys? Jeff, come on, help me out, buddy. What's going on? What is it, Kermit the Frog? I don't know. God, it's like, what vibes am I giving off that I remind you of some white dude from Queens? We're like, all right, I guess if being confused for a white male named Ray gives me a leg up on the next Indian bitch, then fuck it. Call me Ray. Yeah. All right, so I'm not Dave, I'm not Ray, but I am Indian. And if I'm being honest, I'm like conveniently Indian. Like a few months back, my coworker said to me, hey, Shivani, I hear it's the Indian holiday Holi today. You gonna take it off? Sure, first I'm hearing about it. You know? You guys all seem conveniently things, not trying to hurt anyone's feelings, right? Like when my white in-laws serve me a bland-ass piece of chicken, it's like, no problem, conveniently vegetarian. Yeah. And then my husband recently lost a bunch of weight, and he told me, he's like, hey, Shivani, I can't wear my wedding ring anymore. It's gonna fall off. Wow, that's convenient. So now you're conveniently better looking and single now? Yeah, this guy does it too, huh? Yeah. Guys, I used to, way before all this stand-up stuff, I used to work in healthcare. And one of my last bosses, Gary, not a fan of Indian chicks. You guys ever look at someone's face and just immediately know? Ugh, racist. Uh-oh, too many nervous faces in here. Yeah. I always look, I always do. It's okay, I'm not gonna call you out. We're talking about Gary today. Yeah. Gary fired me, and right before doing so, he called me a coconut. For those who don't know, coconut is a racial slur for brown on the outside, white on the inside. I know, very weird, right? It's like, how did Gary know I like white guys inside me? I don't know how he knew it. And a lot of people ask me, is Gary real? Unfortunately, Gary's a real boss, real situation, and for legal reasons, I can't say his actual name. It starts with T and rhymes with Gary. Yeah. Yeah. And Gary should have never called me a coconut. Because as soon as I realized there were white guys inside me, I started walking around with privilege. Yeah. I bought a house in Nantucket, and then I had so much confidence that I sued Gary's ass for wrongful termination and won. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Vermont. Thank you so much. And we can all agree, right? The healthcare industry is so fucked up right now, right? We got big pharma, United Healthcare. But you know what no one is talking about? Big therapy. Everyone just goes to therapy, you know? Maybe you go to therapy, maybe you go to therapy. Who here doesn't go to therapy? This guy doesn't go to therapy. Yeah, you definitely look like you should go to therapy. Yeah. It's okay, dude. I go to therapy. My therapist goes to therapy. My therapist goes to therapy. Before you know it, my local bodega guy, Ahmed, will be your therapist. It's like Ahmed, LCBW, licensed clinical bodega worker. Yeah. Big therapy, guys. And a lot of venture capitalists are investing in therapy apps. Maybe you've heard of them. BetterHelp, Talkspace, Headspace, BetterHead. Yeah. Now he wants to go to therapy. Yeah. Damn, dude. It's okay. I'll pitch that shit on Shark Tank for you. Yeah. Oh, God, you guys are so fun. Like I said, I grew up in Boston, and I grew up playing tennis. And I was fortunate enough to receive a full ride to play Division I college tennis. Thank you, thank you. That's a pretty lackluster response, I'm not gonna lie. I worked my ass off, you know? That's it's kind of what I heard growing up. I would show up to all the tournaments and all the white people would whisper, "Who's that scrawny-looking Indian boy?" Yeah. I don't know, I guess because as an Indian girl growing up playing tennis, it's not common, because Indian parents, they don't typically encourage sports, it's always school first. My parents, they were different. They threw me into sports as soon as they realized I would never make them proud academically. Yeah. Are you Indian? Yeah. Okay, I'm so sorry. I love my Indian bitches, don't worry, okay? And it's not fair, right, to blame India. We just haven't emphasized sports in our culture, right? Right? Most popular sport in India? Cricket, exactly. Just a little more athletic than beer pong. Yeah. Yeah? But I remember this one time back in college. Everyone's throwing the football. I grab the football and launch it. And let me be clear, nothing to write home about, but apparently for an Indian girl, I just threw like I was the next Tom Brady. Yeah. So I throw this football, someone yells, "Dave has a penis." I know, it's so weird, right? I feel like in today's woke society, that person should be kicked off campus and go to jail immediately. But 10 years ago, that was a really nice compliment. And thank you for saying my last name correctly. This guy had no idea, just giving me the biggest backhanded compliment. I started walking around campus with that big dick energy. Yeah. Yeah, I even tried to pee standing up. But a lot of people, when they find out I'm from Massachusetts, like outside of Boston, they're like, "Why don't you have a Boston accent?" Why would I have a Boston accent? I grew up in a household of immigrant parents. Do you think my Indian mom and dad were like, "Hey, Shivani, go park the car, you little bitch"? No, absolutely not. They immigrated from India, uplifted their lives, sacrificed to build a better life for my brother and I, and instead would say, "Hey, Shivani, park the car. You are my bitch." Yeah. We feeling dumb? Everyone's getting super dumb these days, right? I feel really dumb. Like I haven't been reading enough. So last week I was like, enough is enough. While watching Lord of the Rings, I grabbed the remote and turned on the captions. Yeah, yeah, super well read now. When my friends are like, "Hey, Shivani, did you watch Lord of the Rings?" I'm like, "I read it." Yeah. You guys are fun. You guys